I had to mute in.
And now give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
Woo!
That's the part where Rowdy Hogue usually goes woo, but we had a couple of weeks off, so we're just trying to work the kinks out. Welcome back, everybody here to VidaneTV. Awesome to have you here on a Sunday night. We've got a newcomer here to the VidaneTV airwaves, the GRL Dirt Racing League, and they're here running the first annual Dash for Cash, a little bit of a money race here at Eldora Speedway. Now, I'm always the guy behind the production booth, but I'm actually doing a little bit of commentary here tonight alongside my brother from another mother, Rowdy Wesley Hogue. Rowdy, how you doing, man? It's been a couple of weeks since we've done any kind of talking in the broadcast booth, doing some sim racing. How you doing, man?
I got to do it one time for the good fellas. Welcome to VidaneTV, ladies and gentlemen. Paul Strickland Jr., Wes Rowdy Hogue here with you. It's been a few weeks to say at the least, but we are back here in the booth calling some action, and not only some action, we're calling some dirt track action here at the Eldora Speedway. We are here with the GRL SSD and Sprint Series. A little bit of dirt action, as Paul said. We got a payout league that is coming up to us. But first of all, while the tracks are on, or the cars are on track right now for qualifying, we want to give a shout out to all of the sponsors that are on board for this event. So Paul's going to get us a little graphic here to give you all of the sponsors, including Velocity Race Design, the Hartbreaker Graphics. You're going to see those pop up here as well. Everybody that's a part of this, some names as well. Josh Hart, Dakota Hartzell, Noah Samsel, Dave Plastid, Justin Smolin, Joe Garcia, and the whole Open Wheel Mafia team. A lot of hands were put into this race. And, Paul, there is one hell of a payout, and I'm going to let the fans hear that as well. This is not just one of those leagues where it's going to run for fun, ladies and gentlemen. This league is this is a payout race. There was a $10 entry fee. The winner of tonight's 40-lap feature will get $310. Second place will get $135. Third place getting the odd number of $61.82. Keep the change, sir. $15 will go to the hard charger outside of the top three. $20 to the fastest qualifier. $10 fastest time outside of the top three, and then a $20 random lap, random position draw. That is the payout for tonight's event.
Right, you are, Wes. You can actually see in the description on Facebook and YouTube the original payouts, but we actually signed on. These guys signed on a late sponsor this afternoon, bumping up some of that prize money. And it's always good to race for fun, but it's always good to race for a little bit of coin here, especially with everything going on here now. Now, we did actually open up Stafford Motor Speedway here a few weeks ago, and that's my home track up here in Connecticut. And man, we got rained out a couple of races after that, and actually got to see the debut of the VidaneTV Street Stock, the number 26 car, fielded by Rent a Race Car. So pretty cool to see that. They raced Friday night and Saturday night, making up a couple of races, 13th and 14th place respectively. So great job to the Rent a Race Car guys out of Berlin, Connecticut. Wanted to give them just a quick little shout there. Now, Wes, have you been back to the racetrack yet? I know New Smyrna's doing some stuff on and off in the weekend. You guys are having a lot of rain problems like we are.
Yeah, man, it's touch and go here in Florida. As you know, New Smyrna Speedway is rocking and rolling, as well as Citrus County Speedway down south. All the tracks here in Florida are back open, dirt and asphalt. Volusia's got their thing going on, North Florida Speedway. Florida is a state for racing, and racing is what we do on the weekends. But for tonight, on this beautiful Sunday night, we're here at the virtual Eldora Speedway. And, Paul, I am ready for the action.
You got that right, man. I am pumped and ready to just watch some dirt racing here. Pretty cool track. I've always been a big fan of this track, and I can say that pretty much. Yeah, I'm one of those guys that jumped into dirt racing after Tony Stewart bought it. I'll admit it. But definitely really cool to see dirt racing kind of make a little bit of a resurgence here with Kyle Larson jumping back down and winning just about everywhere he goes. But looks like we're wrapping qualifying up here. The number 49. Check that of. Oh, it's changed away. David Hillman's going to be on the pole, and we're going to get right into these heat races. Looks like we got 7 cars entering for that first heat.
All right, and for those wondering what tonight's whole rundown is supposed to be, and this is what the scheduled rundown is, we're going to have some heat races here coming at you, then we're just going to have a consi. Heat races are going to be 12-lap heat races, then we're going to have a consi if it's needed for 12 laps. Then they're going to have a pole shuffle, which is 2 laps. Not exactly what that's going to be, but that sounds interesting for only 2 laps. And then your feature will be a 40-lap feature here at Eldora. So we're going to re-rack it again. Thank you for everybody for watching. We have some fans out there that have been with us for months, wondering where the hell did VidaneTV go? Well, tracks opened back up, racers got back going, and we took that time to refresh some stuff, get our graphics where we wanted them. As you see, some of our graphics are a little bit different from what you may have seen before, as well as Paul spent quite a bit of time at the track. And we just want to refresh some things here and get right back at it. With that being said, VidaneTV is for hire. So if you are a league or somebody that has a league, go ahead, message us here. We run every night right now is open except Friday nights, as Paul Strickland Jr. is at the racetrack those nights. So other than that, we are rocking and rolling. Shout out as well to Kyle Young, a part of VidaneTV. He is now a race announcer in the state of New York for a dirt track. He got to call the win for Decker last night. So kudos to Kyle Boom Boom Young. And we're getting rock and rolling here at Eldora. Be sure to hit that like, follow button on YouTube, on Twitch, on Facebook, however you're watching us, because we are back stronger than ever. Stay tuned for more action as we're just waiting for the pace truck to leave off pit road here so we can get rocking and rolling here with heat number 1.
For sure. And this is really going to be the point of the race where the driver's going to be the most nervous, the most anxious. They're sitting there, they're waiting, they're ready to go. They want to get on the track. They want to mash that loud pedal, get the car going, get the car sideways, start slinging that dirt. And we had to wait. We had to wait for the start, Finally, you see that pace truck heading on down, bringing these guys out to the track, and everybody lining up behind them. 7 cars going down in this first heat race.
All right, so this is your scheduled starting lineup here. Starting pole will be David Hillman in the number 49 machine. Starting second is scheduled to be that Chase Swafford on the number 86. Starting third is the 117 of Jeremy Prey. Starting fourth, Dakota Hartzell in the 75. Starting fifth is a Michael Schwartz in the 07. Starting sixth is Conrad Haney. I'm going to have to work on that one. In the 22, and then rounding out your field here will be the Conrad machine of that 22. So that will be your field for the first heat race of the event here tonight, as this time around you're going to see the field take the green flag as we get racing here at Eldora.
Oh, it's been a long time coming, Wes. Green flag in the air here on VidaneTV. Heat race number 1, 96. Check that, 49 gets a great start, takes that high line, heading on down into turn number 3, coming out of turn number 3, heading on down to turn number 4, 86, right in his tire tracks.
Hillman's your pole sitter and your leader coming across a lap of 1, but right on his tail, though, is Chase Swafford in that 86. Not allowing him to get away too much. Both those drivers have put a little bit of a gap between them in the 117 of Jeremy Prey.
Doing a great job. The Swafford machine there, the number 86, doing a great job trying to stay right in the tire tracks of 49, trying to see what lane's working for him, to see if he can get around him here, or maybe he's just studying for the feature to see what he can do later on in the race to try and come home with a victory.
Battle for third as a 75. Parcel looks low on the 117. It's 117 of Prey. Cannot get where he needs to be here coming through 1 and 2. He's going to try again in 3 and 4. Prey moves down the track, puts a little bit of a block on him, takes his line on him. They stay single file coming out of 2.
Pretty much single file all the way out throughout the track. You can see the 75 right in the tire tracks, the 117, and right behind them. Not too much pressure there for Schwartz there in the 07 car. You can see Conrad Haney in the 22, just kind of getting some laps in, trying to see what he can do here. 3 laps to go, back up front. It's still going to be the number 49 of David Hillman.
That battle for third is still raging on as we take 2 to go, and here we go. The 75 goes for the slider, puts it on the 17 of Prey. Prey comes back down low, trying to put it on him. Can he get it to stick on the bottom? Oh, man, Hartzell, he's able to get him. He's able to clear him. 1 to go. And, there goes Prey sliding it into 1 and 2. Hartzell, though, will take third, coming out of 3. Can he hold it?
Definitely seems like that high line is going to be the line to go later on tonight. David Heumann comes home with a victory. Chase Swafford second. The 117, Jeremy Prey, he finishes fourth as Dakota Hartzell was right in front of him in the third position.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry here. It happens at Eldora as the first heat is now in the books. Second heat now lining up. We're going to get you that starting lineup here in a moment. As the second heat begins to line. All right, so heat number dos is as follows. Scheduled to start pole will be the number 10 of Ross Corianta, or Corinta. You want to work on that one there, Paul?
Yeah, no doubt. Outside of him, the number 52, Blaine Jameson. I took the easy one there.
Yes, you did. Braden Madsen going to be starting third, and outside of him will be Joshua Hart in the 58, starting fourth.
And rounding out the field, 6 guys in this second heat race. Joseph Garcia, the 114, he goes by Joe, and outside of him, the 123 of Tyler LaPointe.
All right, so some pretty cool paint schemes we're seeing as well out here, Paul. I'm loving the diversity in the paint schemes.
Absolutely. You're seeing your typical kind of paint, dirt paint schemes that you would see on your everyday dirt track. You're seeing some things that kind of look like a NASCAR Cup ride, and then you're seeing some other, a lot of bright colors and everything like that too. So pretty cool to see a mix, like you said, nice and diverse. And you can see there's a lot of sponsorship room here on these cars. You've got those giant billboards, 3 of them connected together on the top of the roof. But the lights are off on that pace truck. He's going to be dipping on down. I'm gonna go with Ross Corinta. Corinta, bringing them down to the green flag.
All right, going to see that Ford F-150 make its way down onto pit road. The drivers will wait, and the green is back out here at Eldora as they fly down into 1 and 2. 3 abreast almost for the top 3. Coming out with the whole shot, though, is that number 10 machine. And let's see how long that he can hold it. That number 10 being piloted again by Corinta.
Really hard to block here. As you can see, there's 3 different lanes, 4 or 5 different lanes, 5 different drivers that are being utilized here. You see the 52 all the way up by the wall in the loose dirt. 21 trying to get up there and block him just a little bit, but you can see the 52 just moves it high, and handsome coming across the stripe, still in third, but it looks like he's got a little bit. Oh, he's going to cut down low, try and get around him coming out of turn number 2. Is he going to be able to get in front to get the crossover? Not quite, but he's definitely going to get enough momentum to do it here in turn number 3. New P2 driver. Well, just as I say that, they cross the line. The 21 jumps down low, and he takes that second position back. 52 had it for a lap.
Sliders left and right here between Blaine Jameson in the 52 and the 21 of Madsen. There's another slider put on to the 21 of Madsen. Let's see if he's able to cross him over as he's able to do so. Great battle in here at Eldora. And oh, the 52 makes contact with the wall. He will have to sacrifice that position, but for how long? That 52 and Jameson still knocking on the door second of Braden Madsen.
Just kissed the wall, the outside wall with that right rear tire. Unfortunately, it knocked him back just a little bit, but he's able to gather his thoughts. You can see right now the battle for fourth place is starting to heat up as the 23 dips on low. Another crossover there. 58, check that. Gets back low again. He's going to shoot down on the low side too. These guys have definitely figured out there's a high line and a low line here. Another crossover. 23 trying to get that position back. 58.
LaPointe puts the slider up, goes way up the track, opening up the door to the 58 of Josh Hart as Paul dies at the Rona. The 58 goes through 1 and 2, gets a little sideways, but able to get it worked out as now Hart will settle into that 5th position. Now that battle for second starting to heat back up, Paul. Jameson wanting it, but cannot get it. Coming to the line, your winner, Ross Corinta.
Braden Madsen almost had it there in the second spot, and like you said, quick, fast, and in a hurry. The results come, and then they go. So we'll see where those guys line up for the feature here later on in just a little bit.
All right, so we're going to have one more heat race here. It's going to be heat number 3 here at VidaneTV here at Eldora Raceway. Again, thank you for joining us. Feel free to chat with us here in the chat room. We like to talk to you. We like to talk back and all that good stuff, so feel free to hang out with us. So, all right, so starting lineup for heat number 3. Starting pole is a Nicholas Vickery in that 00. And on the outside of him will be Dave Plastid in the number 6.
Second row is going to be occupied by the number 13, Kyle Parker. Outside of him, the number 19, Colton Malone.
And then rounding out your field will be John Haney in the 15 machine. And then the number 16 of Moniak, that's Matthew Moniak, in the 16. So again, these are little 8-lap heat races, very, very fast. 40-lap feature is going to be coming up here in a little bit. And again, awesome paint schemes. Look at that 00. I'm kind of digging that, man.
Yeah, getting a good shot of the 00 right now. It's kind of a flat gray, but it's a really, really nice red, and they kind of complement each other very well. I'm kind of digging that as well. Looks like an International Harvester logo on the outside there. And you see there's a Skull Bandit car, the number 6. That's pretty cool to see that old paint scheme, that color scheme on a Dirt's car. That's very, very cool. And then you can see there's a Trojan car there in the 3rd spot.
Absolutely. We're all about protection, either on whatever mouth you want it to be on. So we are coming around. This time will be 1 to go. Our final heat race of the night, 8 laps.
Stop, time out, hang on. There's a Tiger King car. Wes, there's a Tiger King car.
These boys have gone beyond, far beyond, to make sure these cars look amazing. That's that 65 machine. Boy, oh boy. Green flag racing as our Skull Bandit in the 6 tries to clear for the position. Dave is able to do so. He sends it into 3 and 4. He is your whole shot. That battle now for second, and the victory is under fire from Kyle Parker.
Really hard to see who's got the edge here because there's 4 different drivers and 4 different lines, and they're all pretty much stacked, right? Tire to tire, bumper to bumper, and any one of these drivers could come out in any of these positions, come out in one of these turns. That's a glorious thing here at the dirt track here at Oakland. There's so many different lines, there's so many different ways you can get ahead of your competition. You see the 00 doing a great job trying to hold on to that number 2 spot, blocking off the Kyle Parker machine. He heads on down number low, the Trojan car trying to get that number 2 spot.
This is exactly the place it wants to see, as he has a mirrorful of side-by-side action behind him, as Parker here trying to defend the second position. Just crossovers and slide jobs all over the place. You're going to see a lot of that tonight as Parker slides back up in front of that 00 ride, as Vickery still battling hard for that second position. Another crossover there. Here comes Parker down low, coming across the line.
Definitely tell these guys got their practice in either earlier today, this afternoon, or throughout the week, as these guys are doing a great job respecting each other's positions on the track, respecting their lines and everything like that. They're doing an awesome job trying to put on a show here on Sunday night at VidaneTV's Don't Call It a Comeback. We didn't really go anywhere. We just kind of took a little bit of a vacation. 2 laps to go. Dave placed it, still holding on to a commanding lead. He's got about a second over Kyle Parker and Nicholas Vickery.
Dave gets that white flag. He has half lap to go. It's been pretty easy for him so far in this heat race as he swings it down into 3 and 4. He sees the checkered fly. Your winner, heat number 3, Dave Plaiston. And that will be followed up by Kyle Parker 2nd, Nicholas Vickery 3rd, John Haney 4th. Rounding out your top 5 is Colton Malone.
Last little bit of a warm-up here, and man, you can see the starting grid's actually going to be on your screen right now. Well, we'll double-check that. That may not be the starting grid. We'll wait for the timing and scoring to send us some updates. It's probably the blanked-out warm-up speeds, but a little bit of a practice session here to kind of feel out the cars a little bit, and I believe they're doing a pole shuffle. A 2-lap pole shuffle is what I'm told here from the admins. What's going on with that, Wes?
I'm not too sure either, man. It's just we're shuffling poles. I guess that's what we're doing out here. I was just told we're gonna have a pole shuffle, so we're gonna have a 2-lap pole shuffle where I guess the poles are gonna get shuffled.
Yeah, easy enough for us to say. We'll just kind of take a look at these guys, watching them as practice, and it gives us a few minutes just to kind of gather,
shuffle
our thoughts a little bit here.
Shuffle our poles.
Shuffle our poles, absolutely. But man, it's great to be back. I've been able to spend a little bit of time at the racetrack, see a lot of the new and old faces, and some faces I wouldn't have talked to before we did the VidaneTV deal. So very, very cool. And as you can see, the schedule is pretty light because the racetracks are open throughout the country. Well, throughout the continent, because we do a lot of work with Tim's Corner Motorsports up there in Canada. So they opened up, we opened up in Connecticut, Florida opened up, and it seems like a lot of the sim racing leagues have kind of taken a little bit of a break as they're starting to work on the real cars. And
I just got word from Joseph Garcia as well. There won't be any pole shuffle, so no poles are being shuffled. So we're just going to have a 5-minute warm up here, which you're witnessing as we speak. Again, shout out to all of the sponsors that helped make this happen tonight here for these gentlemen. Without sponsors, a lot of this doesn't happen because this isn't a cheap ride. What these guys do each and every week or each and every race they get to do, especially for these payout races, it's not cheap. And again, that's a big shout out to Velocity Race Designs. They're one of the later sponsors that came on board, as well as the Hartbreaker Graphics, the Open Wheel Mafia, everybody a part of them, Samuel Motorsports Sim Racing, Garcia Motorsports Sim Racing. It takes a lot of people to put real racing together as well as sim racing together, especially when you're paying out to your winner over $300. The third place gets, $61 and 82 cents, Paul. So thank you to those sponsors. And again, Josh Hart, he was a big part of this, being able to help put this together for these guys, as well as Joe Garcia, Dave Blasted, we just saw him win his heat race, Dakota Hartzell, Noah Samsel, Justin Smolin, and the whole Open Wheel Mafia team. Good job, guys, helping put this together. And shout out to all of our loyal supporters, man. Paul and I said, hey, I think we could do this whole broadcasting thing back when COVID first started up. Remember, guys, when COVID first started up? Remember, like, way back when?
Like 4 years ago when it first started up?
Yeah, like all of a sudden we feel like we kind of know what we're doing here. So thank you everybody that if you're not on Facebook, YouTube has a great photo over there, or a great production over there. YouTube's even more crisp. So if you look up VidaneTV, that's VidaneTV on YouTube, you can check it out over there. And we actually got some cool stuff going on. We're thinking about one of these races, we're going to have a simulcast. When we're calling the action, we're going to show, we're going to have our webcams shown up. We've been working on that, so you can see our reactions as we call these races. Paul will be wearing his beautiful VidaneTV shirt, and I'm going to wear my Vidane Racing shirt from 7 years ago because Paul won't send me my shirt. So you'll get to see some of that fun stuff as well.
Absolutely. We got a couple of cool races that are still in the way. It's kind of still, excuse me, penciled in here, so it's pretty cool to see that we get a lot of support of all the leagues that we've kind of worked with over the past 3, 4, 5, 6 months now, almost. Like you said, it's been a long time since COVID started. Pretty getting tired of it, but it is what it is, I guess. These guys, you can see the lights are on the racetrack. Sun has gone down here at Eldora Speedway. Last minute of practice here. These guys, you're seeing something. You're not seeing something that you do see in a lot of practice sessions in iRacing. You're not seeing a lot of wrecks. These guys are doing a great job of holding their lines and really giving each other a lot of respect. So, man, we got just shy of 20 cars. Looks like 17, 18 that took a lap. Going to be a great race here tonight, and really looking forward to it, Wes.
Yep, and, it's going to be interesting because we got 40-lap feature, but only green flag laps count, so your caution laps tonight will not count. If somebody causes an incident, you're going to see them go to the end of the longest line. So there's a lot that can play into this here tonight. Luckily, though, we're going to see at least 40 green flag laps. So looking forward to this. There's no limit on the fast repairs either. For those that are used to watching our feeds and are understand what fast repairs are, these guys can go in the pits and repair their vehicles as many times as needed here tonight. So that's going to be interesting as well. But now warm-up's over. It is all said and done. It is feature time here at Eldora Speedway.
One of those things that I really wish I could yell and scream because I am excited. And we saw him earlier, the number 49, David Hillman, is going to be starting on the pole with Ross Corinta, the number 10, starting P2.
Starting third in that number 6 machine, Dave Plasted. And then starting fourth in the number 86 will be Chase Swafford.
Starting fifth, the 21 is going to be Brandon Matson in that machine. And the 13 of Kyle Parker to his outside.
Starting seventh will be Dakota Hartzell in the 75 with Blaine Jameson in the 52, starting eighth to his outside.
Inside row number 5, the double aught Nicholas Vickery machine. Outside of him is going to be the 117, Jeremy Prey.
Starting 11th will be Tyler LaPointe in the 123, with John Haney in the 15 starting 12th.
Those fireworks scared me. Pretty cool here at Eldora. Starting
I thought
13.
it was outside. I'm not gonna lie. I looked outside. That's pretty cool.
That's very neat. That's the first time we've done Eldora here at VidaneTV, so pretty excited about that. The 07 starting 13th. That's gonna be Michael Schwartz. Joshua Hart on the outside of him in the 58.
All right, so it looks like we are going to get a salute lap here. If we want to take a look at that here, Pauli boy.
That is pretty cool. First time for everything here on VidaneTV, the 4-wide salute.
I might as well do it. Ladies and gentlemen, get off your seat and get on your feet. You wanted the best, you got the best. 4 abreast, the GRL Sprint 305s. That's about it.
Nicely done from our very own Rowdy Wesley Hogan. These guys doubling them back up. 49, David Hillman's going to be starting on the inside with the 10 of Ross Corita on the outside. Man, oh man, I am ready to go. These drivers are ready to go. Wes, are you ready to go?
It's time to go here, Paul. It's time to go green flag racing. The green is out. 40 laps coming to you here from Eldora as they fan out going through 1 and 2. Also, contact bouncing off the inside wall. We stay green. Side by side, 3 and 4 wide throughout the field.
There are literally cars everywhere. You're going to have to forgive us, folks. We don't know all the names and paint schemes and numbers, but we do know that there's a lot of action all the way throughout the track. You can see right now, Chase Swafford, the number 86 car, he's in the 3rd spot. He's holding on to it for right now, and it seems like, well, I was just going to say the top 3 were single file. The 86 dives low on the number 10.
Paul, that TV3 seems to be working the best for me. Trying to give that a shot because there's a lot of action going on all over this track as the battle for first looks like might start heating up here as Corrienta in the Ross Corrienta.
Oh, yeah, cars in the wall.
Back. Cars in the wall further in the back, but we stay green. Everybody keeps it straight. Great job there. Didn't see exactly who slapped the wall like a redheaded stepchild, but they got it rocking and rolling. Coming out of the corner, we stay green. Still, now your battle for the lead is the 2 and the 49 are side by side through 3 and 4.
Going to see if we can get any of those slide job actions in there. You can see Ross Corrienta trying to get that low side to work, switches it up to the high side, see if he can gain a little bit of momentum and try and get some speed down these straightaways, but he's starting to get a rear view mirror full of that number 86 of Chase Swafford.
The top 4 have pulled away from the rest of the field, but that's just a gaggle of cars back there, Paul. All it is just a big wing party further back in the field. 2, 3 wide. Oh, contact further in the back. Looks, oh man, that was a hard hit. Not exactly sure who that was in the red and white car, but he's able to get it back up and going. I believe that was the 22 of Conrad Haney, but he's able, oh, Conrad body checks the 15 machine of John Haney, I'm sorry. Looks like we have 2 Haneys and they're making contact.
Lots of action. You see the 15 in the wall again. This is the second time this lap he's found that wall. Lots of action going on here mid to the backpack. There's dirt flying, smoke flying, parts, race cars flying, gloves flying. Man, there's stuff all over the racetrack. These guys putting on one heck of a show. 10 laps in the bag, 30 to go.
Colt Malone in the 19 all over the racetrack trying to hold off the John Haney machine in the 15, able to do so for now. He gets passed up by Tyler LaPointe in the 123. They finally get single file. That's further back in the pack, but as we work our way back up to the front of the pack, the battle is still raging on up towards the lead. David Heilman is your leader, but for how long? As that 10 of Corrienta has done a wonderful job keeping the heat on him.
You can see that 49 machine all the way up by the wall, barely turning that race car. It almost seems like he's driving straight in a crooked line. And Ross is trying to figure out how he can gain the positions back. You can see he's kind of diving in mid and kind of drifting up the high line. Man, with dirt racing, it's a lot different than the pavement stuff. The lines don't necessarily act the same every time around.
I'm glad Paul is here to point out that dirt is different than asphalt. Thank you, Paul.
Every now and again, we looked it up, so you didn't have to.
Always a comedic zone here at VidaneTV, but what is not a comedy is this action on the track. Somehow these drivers are going 3, 4 wide, beating the banging. You typically don't see that kind of action with open wheel race cars and being able to stay green flag. However, these drivers have been able to keep their machines pointing in the right direction, able to do so. Further in the back, though, the 15 of Haney goes around. We get our first spin. That's John Haney all by himself right at the start-finish line. Caution has not flown. He has actually exited the track, so the 15 of Haney has called it a day. We saw him struggling earlier this race, but after getting spun out, caution not coming out, looks like he's retired for the evening.
You see the 117 getting a little bit out of shape, but able to gain a little bit of ground there on the Trojan car. Jeremy Prey doing a great job trying to hold on to the car on the outside line. These guys in the back, man, they're still just as quick as the leader, within a tenth, 2/10 of a second per lap. It's just a matter of one of the cars back here in the wall pretty hard here. Looks like it was the 123, but he's still able to jump down low and get around the 57 machine. So these cars are definitely have a little bit of forgiveness in them. They're able to stop.
Caution's out. Caution is out. The 52 machine of Madsen and the 21. Both drivers are off the track now, but gonna get you a replay here, see exactly what happened. We're gonna, looks like the 52 possibly gets into the wall coming out of the corner, and the 21 of Madsen just not able to get out of the way. The 52 and the 21 both wrecking. The 21 ending up on his roof, or should I say his wing, as we're going to get you a quick replay to get a shot at that.
Going through the tapes right now. It's been a little bit since we've worked on an instant replay, so as we pull up the exact thing that brought that caution out here. And one thing I haven't said in a long time, let's take a look at that Shed Life Shed Movers instant replay. And we're going to pull it up here, take a look, focus in on that 52 machine of Blaine Jamison. He gets up in the wall a little bit, and unfortunately, with the as slick as the third is, flips the 21 on his lid, like you said, on his wings there, and he's trying to spin the tires, get flipped around, had to call a tow truck, but tough break for the 52 and the 21. They're going to be going down pit road. Caution laps don't count. It'll be a wonder to see if they lose a lap here, being that they had to do the tow, but we'll find out.
Paul, you need to get the in-car of the, the number 6 machine. You need to be able to look at that driver suit. His driver suit is a tank top, and I'm loving it because he's in a Skull Bandit car, and he's wearing like a muscle shirt. If there's any way you can get a good shot of that, that is awesome. Try TV1 here as he comes across.
There you see it.
that is awesome.
Going to work in his dirty clothes, jeans and a tank top.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. We're getting ready to go back. Green flag racing here at Eldora. Again, only green flag laps count, so you are guaranteed at least 40 laps of a green flag racing as they fire back into 2. Your leader still out front, being able to hold that nose clean, is David Heelman. Let's see if cautions read cautions. They head down into 1. We're still green.
Still green. You got half the field all the way up by the inside wall, the other half all the way up on the outside wall. Nobody really in the middle right now, so it seems like these guys have found a couple of different lines that seem to work, and they're all over this racetrack. You see the Skull car slipping up from the bottom, shooting up high, and he's really sticking on down to the low track, the short end of the track, as it were.
Rel Charles says, let's go 00 in the 00 car, Nicholas Vickery. So he has a fan that's watching here. Thank you for watching, Rel. We appreciate your support as they fire it off down into 1 and 2. They're really starting to fan out here. But I'll tell you what, though, in a league of his own, and these are open setups, these drivers had to make their own setups, is David Heelman. He is all by himself. He wants to bring home that $310.
All by him.
Caution's out.
Oh, caution's out, man.
Oh, one barrel rolling. Oh, hard lick for Dakota Hartzell in the 75. Dakota Hartzell in the 75 not having the ride that he wanted. Paul, this started further back. It looks like out of turn 4, he rides the wall, makes contact coming across the line, does not get his car back under control. Ooh, he gets slapped by that 00 of Vickery. And just sent up the track, gets slapped again. He just all over the place. Oof, Paul's going to bring you this instant replay. Man, the 75 just got whacked around. Watch this.
Focus in that Donald Duck ride, the 75 of Dakota Hartzell. And as you see, just like you said, rode the wall there just a little bit, a lap ago. Slaps it real hard in the backstretch, hits it again, and gets turned up. The 00 hits him, flips him, gets hit again, sent up into the catch fence. Man, that's a tough couple of hits. And it's tough because, man, you can't even get out of the race car at that point. You have to wait till the car comes to a complete stop before you can call that tow truck, and you can see that he's down there now. So, tough break for Dakota. We'll see how many laps he loses here. As you can see, we're sitting on pit road, and like you made mention, Wes, caution laps don't count. So, that's one of the saving graces here. You can see a lot of these drivers on pit road right now getting tires, maybe doing a little bit of damage repair.
Paul, do you ever get your hands slapped for being in the cookie jar as a child?
We couldn't afford cookies as a child.
Well, that he didn't only get his hand slapped, he got pile driven for trying to grab the cookies there. They beat the crap out of that man. However, they do get unlimited resets, but with him having to call a tow, I'm sure that he may not be on the lead lap here as we are going back green flag racing this time around. You see that Ford F-150 head down pit road. Green flag is back out here at Eldora as we take a lap 24. Does anybody have anything for David Hillman coming out of 2?
Taking a look from the chopper cam, pretty cool camera angle from the inside of this track. Seeing some of the action here up front. Already better than halfway through this race, this feature race, 24 laps down, about 15 laps to go. And again, we can see the track is pretty much split. Oh, hard on the wall. Looks like one of the red and white cars up on the wall again. That was actually one of our top 5 drivers. I believe that was the number 6. Wasn't it number 6?
Yes.
Double zero. It was a double zero
Yeah,
car.
double zero victory. Yeah, but that double zero is able to keep it back going. It's crazy. You got one guy saying, let's go double O. And now double O is finding himself in some action. Nonetheless, he's able to keep that car clean, and we are still green up front. It is still Heeman. He's still your leader. With again, nobody's been able to touch him so far. Sitting second is Chase Swafford now. He's on the high line of that number 86 machine, trying to hang it out there. Third place is Placid in that number 6. Fourth is rounding out to be Corintha in the number 10. And then caution's out, Paul. Caution is back out again. Another car flipping, rocking, and rolling. And that is this time the 123 of Tyler LaPointe. Tyler LaPointe is caught up in the action this time. I'll tell you what, it's very easy to flip these open wheel cars, and they're showing it. Looks like Tyler may have not had the complete control of his car coming off the corner. Got a little bit of a clippity-doo-dah from the Kyle Parker machine, and around he went coming off the corner, and it looks like he may have collected more.
Clippity-doo-dah, clippity-day. Let's take a look at the replay. Nailed it.
Wow.
Send it to the bank. And as you can see, a little bit out of shape there. Gets a car down low, and the one looks like the 03 kind of comes up and just sends the 23 down low.
Ow! Oh, man.
We switched cars looking for the action. The action came to us. We'll back that up for you one more time. You can see the 23 car down low and just kind of stops down and tries to get the car going. Just gets whaled by that black and green car and sends him cartwheeling and toppling all the way down the end of the thing. And man, oh man.
A little bit of an ACA break from Joseph Garcia there. I think that may have been Joseph Garcia. I'm not exactly sure who slapped the hell out of him, but somebody slapped him as he's trying to get back going on the track. He kind of looked like Quentin Huff of the Cup Series. Quentin Huff, kind of in wrong place, wrong time here today. And the 123 was there as well. But man, that was a lick. Thankfully, these drivers have these restarts or resets, because if they didn't, both those drivers might be out of this one. So. Tyler LaPointe was given the end of a longest line penalty, so you're not going to see him anywhere near the front as we're going green this time by to take a lap 29.
Taking the green flag as it gets dropped. And you can see right now, Wes, we're taking this green flag with 12 laps to go. Everybody that started the race, still in this race. The only one we're missing is number 53, Dominic Petit, who didn't make the call for the heat race, so didn't make the feature here tonight. Another great restart by David Hillman, the number 49, puts on a clinic. He's got about a second lead over, about a three-quarter of a second lead over Chase Swafford and Dave Plastic.
Paul, it's going to take probably some aggressive racing on a restart in order to get David out of the lead here. If Chase Swafford is the one to do that, I'm not exactly sure. I'm not even sure if Hillman will be able to stick around long enough to get bumped around. That gentleman has been on a rail all race long. The battle has been for second all race, basically, of Swafford having to hold off, placed it in the number 6. That's where the action has been. As further back, got a couple cars really hanging it out. That's a 10 of Corintha. Oh, car on the wall. That is 00 victory. He's able to get it back up and going. Slapped the wall real quick. Maybe got a little bit of help there, but we stay green.
Double zero hitting the wall just again there, and you can see he's able to just kind of bounce it off the wall and keep on moving. Doesn't really lose too much momentum. You can see these 5 cars pretty much battling each other for that 3rd position. This is side by side right now. It's the 10 and the 22. 22 all the way up high, the 10 all the way down low.
This is what's cool about dirt racing and dirt racing at Eldora. There's action all over this racetrack from lap 1 to lap 40 as we are coming around this time to go. 6 to go for Hillman. Doesn't look like he's going to really have to worry about lap traffic in this event coming towards the end. He did earlier in the race because we got a long green flag run, but and maybe a car or two, but if that. This time to go, the flagman gives him the wave. 5 to go.
Just sifting through some of the camera angles here, Wes, and we're looking at the right front suspension, and I'm looking at the logo on the front of that race car. You know what it says, Wes? It says Helimania. Helimania is running wild right now here at Eldora. Less than 5 laps to go. Doing a great job, David Hellman. Man, he's got 2.5 seconds over 2nd place, Chase Swafford.
Let me tell you something, brother. Somebody is walking away with this one in a big way, and with 3 to go, it looks like that's going to be David Hillman, as he is all by himself working through lap traffic now. This time around, popsicles sticks are out. 2 to go for Hillman in that 49. Oh, car in the wall right in front of him. Still 2 to go though. Woo, that was close.
Just looking out the front of the car here on board, the number 49 of David Hillman doing a great job. Basically just trying to get around the
Caution out.
Traffic. Caution out with 3 to go. This is going to be big.
Trying to help you find the caution where it may have came from, and I guess something happened about 2 laps to go, and now the caution's coming out. I guess it's something that that happened prior, and not exactly sure. We may not be able to get a replay for you on this one. I'm going to try to help you here, Paul. But caution is out. Not exactly sure why, though. I don't see anybody wrecked. Yeah, I think the only action that we saw is the 86 climbed the wall a couple times, but he kept it straight. Swafford climbed the wall a couple times, but that was it. I didn't see any wreck, so probably unfortunate here for David that the caution is going to come out, but for us, it's very fortunate because we get to call a green white checker.
Yeah, for sure, and we're seeing these guys kind of get lined back up, and some of the lap cars dropping towards the back of the field. And maybe it was just an administrator caution. He wanted to finish this race with everybody close together. So we'll see. Definitely going to be a heck of a restart here. A little bit of action here. You can see that blue car coming all the way back up through the field. So must have gotten the as he goes around the pace truck, getting the wave by there. So fantastic field here. There's still 14 cars on the lead lap, and that pretty much means, Wes, 14 different drivers have a shot to win this race technically.
And it's, we're going to have a single file restart here. Green, white, checkered. So we will take the green. If there's nothing happens, we'll take the white, and then the last flag ends it. Green flag is out. Green, white, checker. That's the restart that David wanted going into 1 and 2. Can he hold them off?
Doing a great job holding them off. You can see the 21's holding off 3rd. The battle's going to be for 4th back. Well, pretty much 4th on back. You can throw a blanket over those guys, and you can see the Skull cars trying to get even lower than the inside wall, trying to get on the inside of the 86. Almost sends them around, just kind of gets them in the back, moves up.
And here we go, coming across the line to win it, coming out of turn 4, your winner of the $310, David Hellman. 2nd place, Brad Matson. 3rd place, Conrad Haney. 4th, Blaine Jamison, and then 5th, coming across the line here, trying to find who finished 5th for us.
It was Chase Swafford.
Yep, Chase Swafford. So you see the fireworks going off, and one hell of a finish, one hell of a race here, Paul.
Absolutely. You can see Dave Plasted in the number 6 finishes 6th. Nicholas Vickery in the double odds finishes 7th. Kyle Parker, Joshua Hart, and Jeremy Prey rounding out the top 10.
And I'd say for a race to call for our first race back, this one wasn't too shabby, man. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, great to see a good league like these guys. And you can see David Hillman's found his way to the Eldora victory lane. Pretty cool. That's something new we haven't seen here anyway. And you can see there's some flames coming off the stage too. So very, very cool to see some dirt racing here on VidaneTV. We're going to take a quick break here, and we're going to come back. We're going to talk to the top three.
Living with anxiety or depression can make everyday situations and interactions seem impossible, and getting the right help can be expensive and inconvenient. We're changing that with Tranquility. Our program follows the highly effective gold standard, cognitive behavioral therapy, which helps people change negative thoughts and unhelpful behaviors by teaching them skills to practice in real life. Using Tranquility is convenient. You can move at your own pace from your phone or computer, and you don't have to do it alone. Your one-on-one coach is there to help keep you motivated and supported all the way through. If you're ready to unlock the tools you need to approach the day with confidence, visit tranquility.app to sign up for a free trial.
The secret is, it's quicker.
Chris Ferguson will take the chips home. He'll win it.
PFC Brakes. More championships than any other. From late models to modifieds, on pavement and dirt, with at-track service like no other. Success means no compromises.
A fifth win of the year for Ty Majeski. He'll take it.
Lighter, stiffer, cooler, quicker. PFC Brakes. The secret is, it's quicker.
Speed 51's video network, where the battles are legendary. Get the full picture on short track racing. We will take you behind the scenes.
It's just a meathead.
Your track, your driver, your sport, your passion. Dirt, late models, modifieds, and more. Race highlights, recaps, interviews, historic races, and thousands of on-demand videos. The Speed 51 Network, short track racers' home for the greatest video coverage.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at the VidaneTV. We just wrapped up the 40-lap feature at Eldora Speedway, and here with us we have tonight's top three, and we're going to start off with third place. Conrad, man, you had a piece under you all night in that 22, able to wheel it to a top three. You got a piece of that winner's purse, man. Talk about your race here tonight.
I really didn't expect to do this well. I'm actually kind of surprised. I just got to thank my dad for helping me so much, and Braden giving me tips and pointers and racing with me a lot.
Man, you know, when we first got introduced to this, and we started calling this tonight, you guys right out the gate in the heat races, you showed us that you really know what you're doing. We see some of these dirt races, everybody's everywhere, but instead, you guys were 2, 3, sometimes even 4 wide without a single incident. Talk about a little bit of that. How much practice did you have before tonight's event?
I practiced a lot prior, but I ended up working a lot, and then I went to go see my girlfriend. So I really only practiced a lot today. I practiced for like 5 hours before this to try to just get ready. And not crashing is due to a lot of good drivers being in here and being able to go 4 or 3 wide.
Well, you put on one heck of a show. You kept your nose clean, and sometimes that's all it takes in order to get a good finish is staying out of the drama. Not much of it tonight, but you made sure you kept your car where it needed to be. Any thank yous or other hellos you would like to give while we have a second with you?
I guess I'll say hi to my girlfriend Gretchen, and that's about it.
All right, Conrad, man. You put on one hell of a show tonight. We loved calling the action. Congratulations one more time on your third place finish.
Thank you very much, and thank you for broadcasting it.
Anytime. And Paul has actually caught up with Braden Matson in that 21. Paul?
40 green laps, led 37 of them. David Hillman comes home your winner here tonight at Eldora Speedway. David, great race here tonight. Man, oh man, you definitely seem like you're on rails.
Paul, you're with Conrad first.
Oh, I knew that. So, Conrad, great race, bud.
Thanks.
But yeah, it was great to see. We just had these guys come back. We just had VidaneTV come back, jump into the sim racing here once again. Didn't lead any laps tonight, but we definitely saw you up front putting on a heck of a show. That 22 car of yours. Walk us through your race.
I just try to stay clean and try to stay on the top. I liked it up there, and I just was trying to stay smooth, and it worked out.
Pretty cool, and we saw some great racing from everybody throughout the field here, throughout the warm-ups, the heat races, and the feature event here, the final 40 laps. Man, everybody seems like they've put in a lot of practice. How often do you run these cars? How long have you been running them? Give us a little bit of background.
I think it's been like a year. I think my dad got the subscription and kind of got me interested in it because he used to race for the IRA. So I did a little bit there, and I kind of took a long break. I don't know, just kind of got away from it, forgot how fun it was, and got back into a car like a week ago and just was trying to pound laps out and get used to it again.
Very cool. Well, definitely looks like you're used to it. A great podium finish here at Eldora. Just want to give you one more shot at the microphone here, thanking any of your friends, family, fans, sponsors, anybody that may be home watching.
I'd like to thank Brad Matson. He's been a great friend, helping me get better and give me tips and pointers. I'd like to thank my dad. He runs with me all the time, and it's nice to be able to do that with someone who's done it before. And then I'd just like to say thank you to my mom for giving us time to do it. And then just say hi to my girlfriend because I think she's watching. So.
Awesome job here tonight. Great run, and we look forward to seeing you here in the future. Got to kick it back over to Wes, who's caught up with somebody. We'll let the production trailer worry about that.
This time I am with David, tonight's winner, bringing home that grand prize of 300 and some change. David, from flag to flag, you got it done tonight.
I did not expect that.
How in the world were you able to do that, as well as with this being an open setup? How much time did you make to make this setup that just blew away the field?
Honestly, generally we're not too great. Our 360 program at Eldora, so just took the half hour to just try to tweak a few things. And it really wasn't working at the start of the race, but then kind of once it went top and got a little slicker and top kind of smoothed out a little bit. It was a little rough just because it started with a little bit of pre-gen, but once we were kind of able to figure it out, then it felt a lot better throughout there.
Man, it was fun watching the action and with the different paint schemes or the different paint schemes out there. We were loving them with the different camera views. We saw the little the Hulkamania tribute there you have on underneath your wing. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, that's just a little nickname that just kind of came up. Well, honestly, it's pretty corny. I gave it to myself, but it caught on, so I guess that's what counts. So, I like to, call myself the Hylomaniac, or any fans of mine call them the Hylomaniacs. It's just keeps it a little bit of fun.
Well, David, one thing I noticed as soon as we saw your heat race going into the feature, that not only were you going to be a force to be reckoned with tonight, but you were super smooth on that outside, just hugging especially on the long run, you were able to really hug the berm on the outside. Was that the preferred line around this track altogether, or is that just where your setup was hooking up?
Ultimately, that was the preferred line, but I think it was one restart. I thought the bottom just came in a little bit. It was kind of the right timing, because in 1 and 2 the top just started getting a little bit more rougher. So it's always nice to kind of search around and just run a comfortable line, especially when you're a little bit out in front. Just run with whoever's comfortable, not try to hit super fast laps, just try to minimize the mistakes.
David, it takes help and it takes friends and support in the real world of racing, as it does in the sim world of racing. You have any thank yous, hellos you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, just shout out for Joe, Garcia, and anyone else who put this on. You guys for broadcasting, and all the guys back at the team on Slick Sim Sport and Wicked Energy Gum.
David, one hell of a show tonight. You led it from flag to flag. You were the pole winner and the race winner, so bringing home a little bit more cash as well for you. Ladies and gentlemen, David Heilman is your winner. Again, David, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, and Paul is going to catch up here with the hard charger. That was one of the money spots here for this event. That was Matthew Moniak. Paul?
Yeah, definitely taking a look at the hard charger reward here. And well, that's just kind of working a few kinks out of the.
I think he got $15 for that hard charger outside of the top 3.
Awesome. Okay, yeah, here we go. So we're started. Matt, you started in 18th. You rounded out just outside the top 10, but finished in the money, so to speak. Walk us through your race.
It was just it was rough from the start to the end. I just never could get these set up right the way I wanted, but I wanted to try to stay out of the way and just gain up spots and keep the car clean, and that's what I was able to do. And just by keeping that car clean, I was able to move up through the field there towards the end. I did get into the wall, I think 3 to go right before that yellow came out, and the steering wheel was sideways, and I was just trying to do everything I could just to try to stay on the lead lap there. So, I mean, I'll take it, and hopefully I can only improve from here.
Absolutely, and we've been pretty much asking all the drivers here as we've been talking to a lot of new faces here for us at VidaneTV, and we always like to catch the kind of backgrounds of the drivers, the guys that we're calling the races for. So how long have you been doing iRacing? How long did you practice for this particular event?
I picked up iRacing, I want to say, in end of March. I mainly have been doing the asphalt side, and I started breaking in the dirt once I got a better wheel. Granted, it's only a Thrustmaster, but it's been slow but steady, and it's always a fun deal, and it's a lot cheaper than putting your race car on the street or on the track and tearing that up.
Absolutely, and hey, man, you got to start somewhere. So pretty cool to have these guys out here tonight. Just want to give you one more opportunity here with the microphone. Thank any friends, family, sponsors, anybody you may have watching at home. Floor is all yours.
First group of people that I do want to thank is you guys for coming on, actually calling and presenting this race. I mean, when all this came together, we were thrilled when we heard that you guys were aboard, and then of course everybody that's at home, family and friends. I'm beyond thankful that everybody's out here.
Absolutely. Well, hey, man, great race tonight. Congratulations, the extra $15 for the hard charger award tonight. Not the finish we were looking for, but definitely a solid race here this evening. Now, Wes, you've caught up, looks like, with a random draw. Nicholas Vickery's over there with you.
All right, Nicholas, we had one, I believe it was Rel Charles in our chat that was cheering you on, and that person would probably be pretty happy that just a random draw, you're able to win $20. Nicholas, we saw you keeping it clean for the most part, but you slapped a couple cars throughout the race, but still kept the nose pointing the correct direction. Walk us through your race.
Yeah, the track got really, really slick. Me and my teammates had talked about it before, and we kind of agreed that it was definitely gonna be a lot more slick than anything we could get in hosted. And I knew that a lot of the guys in this race were gonna be extremely fast. And I tried to make a push for the front there at the end, and I think the guy that finished second ended up getting together on the front straightaway, and I got past I think about 2 or 3 cars. But yeah, I mean, I trying to keep it clean. It's a little difficult on a slick track, but it went decent. I think I finished 8th. I think.
Yeah, you didn't get a bad finish at all, Nicholas. You did end up, I believe, is where you ended up at the end. It was 7th.
Okay.
You ended up passing Kyle Parker with a little bit of drama there at the end with Kyle, doing one hell of a job bringing that machine home. Now tell us, are you only a sim racer? Do you do any racing in real life? Tell us a little about you.
Yeah, I mean, I've been around racing my whole life. My stepdad raced super late models on asphalt. A lot of my cousins race super late models on dirt. In a couple of years, I'm looking to get into some dirt track racing, but right now it's strictly sim.
All right, man, and give us some shout-outs. Hello, some how are yous? Some people that may have helped you bring home the 7th place finish.
Yeah, definitely. So Rail Charles actually, he's one of the sponsors on my car. It's Mirror Image Auto Spa. He does a really good job cleaning cars and detailing cars. Batten Built Racing Engines. They make super late model, modified. Pretty much anything dirt related, they'll put a motor together for you.
That's awesome, man. Nicholas, you did a great job. You were probably one of the drivers that we saw get into probably the most action throughout the race. However, keep your nose still clean and bringing home a top 10, man. But that's the way dirt track racing is. The goal isn't to have the prettiest cars, to have the fastest. And you're definitely a contender throughout the top 10 tonight. Congratulations.
I appreciate it.
All right, and the last one that we're going to talk to is going to be Chase. Actually, Chase Swafford is not available, it looks like. So I believe we are wrapping things up here in the booth. So again, thank you to every. Oh, is that Brad?
Yep.
Oh, hey, what's going on, man? Didn't even see you in here. We're looking at the server. So give us some of your thoughts on tonight.
Overall, it was a fun race. I had some problems early, had to go to the back, and was able to work my way through pretty quickly without making contact, and that was a lot of fun going 3 wide, splitting people. That was awesome.
So going into this event, did you have any expectations prior to it? Did you expect to go because let's face it, you expect cautions, but you guys didn't have that many. Did you expect that, or did you expect more cautions?
Honestly, I wasn't planning on the caution aspect. I was just hoping to keep my nose clean and just run my race and try to stay up front. And overall, I didn't do too good early, but I was able to come back and make a charge at the end.
All right, Brad, and do you remember where you started?
Started 5th, and
now starting 5th, you didn't have to go too far to get to the front, okay? But getting to into a money slot, so when you starting 5th, does that play in your mind at all? Like, all right, 3rd to get the money, or are you just going straight for the win?
I was 3rd was in my mind. That was my ultimate goal, was to get in the top 3. But if I could keep moving forward, I was gonna. And I got a little luck with Chase getting into contact with the lap car there at the end. But I don't think I would have had enough time to get past him.
All right, man. And any hellos, highs, how are you? Some thank yous?
I got to thank Austin Vanderpool at Vanderpool Racing for putting me on the team. Vanderpool Construction, Williams Seal Coating, Complete Collision, Nas, Jax Wax, and Chase, and all the other teammates that are out there to help me.
Man, well, you guys put on one heck of a job. So close, but so far away. No one really had anything for that 49, but man, you sure the hell tried. Congratulations on another strong run here tonight and getting in the money.
Thank you.
All right, and we actually have Chase Swafford has caught up with us here. He is the last driver to get into the money. He got us a $10 for fast time. That was, I believe, the fast time that wasn't in the top 3, if I believe, the fastest time outside of the top 3. So, Chase, you got a copy. Mr. Swafford, do we got a copy there, buddy?
Yeah, you hear me?
Yep, got you now, bud. So, walk us through that final caution that brought out the green-white checker. We heard a little bit of the driver chatter. It looked like it sounded like it may have came out late. What actually ended up happening that should have warranted that caution?
Well, I was starting to calm down and just get my line right, and we ended up catching up to a lap car. Heilman got around him really well, and whenever I got to him, I thought, he's going to go low like a normal lap car would, and he decided not to. He ran my line and got me into the wall and pushed me back to 5th.
Gotcha. Okay. We did see that. We just wasn't sure if that's what warranted the caution. Nonetheless, you definitely bounced back from it for the most part there, man. Being able to pull off a top 5 after slapping it off the wall. Did it? I'm assuming it got slick for you as well. Did that outside just end up being the only line that could really get you around the way that you needed to?
I feel like I almost put the car anywhere, but the way we had it was on top, so I knew that's where I had to put it.
Well, you did a great job. If anything, if there was an award for possible recovery, that could have been it. Because those last 5 green flag laps were definitely interesting for you, Chase. Who would you like to shout out? Any hellos that you would like to give out while we got you?
Yeah, I think Brad actually got most of them there with Vanderpool Racing and Austin Vanderpool. Like, we got Vanderpool Construction, they're our big sponsor right now, and Turn 2 Photography has been taking a lot of good pictures for us. So, yeah, I think that's most of our guys there.
Man, you guys put on one hell of a show. And do you do racing in real life, or is it mainly sim?
I do not. I strictly sim.
Man, well, you definitely got the sim thing down, especially the open setups and these sprint cars at Eldora, because outside of the leader, you guys were pretty packed up, giving each other a run for your money. But nonetheless, thank you for the great show that you put on, and we hope to see you here in the future here, buddy.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for putting it on, or streaming it.
Absolutely. All right, Paul. So that is it here at Eldora. 40 laps of a feature action, honestly, nonstop action. And, Paul, typically you go into a short track race and you expect maybe, with the races that we call, let's face it, you expect multiple cautions. But tonight we got nothing but 3 and 4 wide action, only a couple cautions. And from flag to flag, it kept us on the edge of our seat. Great racing here tonight.
Yeah, great racing. We've got 4 or 5 different lines of racing all throughout the night. Good, clean heat races, good, clean feature event here. So pretty cool to see all that stuff go down. Just want to take a quick look here and thank some of the sponsors that helped these guys out here tonight. We've got Garcia Motorsports, Samuel Motorsports, Hartbreaker Graphics, and Velocity Race Design. So pretty awesome to... basically get you and I both know, Wes, it's hard to put these events on, especially if you're going to do a money league or a payout race like these guys did tonight. We saw the final note there from Joe Garcia. It looked like the payout was well over $500. Check that. So very cool event that these guys put on here, and it's great to be back here at VidaneTV. Now normally we would go into the upcoming schedule, but the only thing on my schedule right now is Stafford Speedway at Friday night. So we're still looking for leagues to broadcast here with us. We've pretty much got every night open but Friday night, and you can shoot us a message on Facebook. Just do a quick search for VidaneTV if you're not already following us, and Wes will probably answer it much quicker than I will.
I do my best, but yes, I would say the beginning of COVID and the whole COVID era, while tracks were shut down, man, we were 7 days a week, but with tracks opening back up, we've been busy at the real racetracks, but we are still here for you. Every night except Friday nights currently we are available. So but that will be it here at VidaneTV for us here tonight. Again, great job by these drivers here at GRL here at Eldora. Congratulations to tonight's winner, David Heilman, and everybody that participated. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Wes Rowdy Hogue. That is Paul Showtime Strickland Jr. Come back next time. We're at VidaneTV. We do it, and we do it live.